and it is nearing and approaching our daily resistance point that we set on the 27th of January of 2026. And obviously, this is a flight to perceived safety based on the current global events that are currently taking place and that started over the weekend. And so we do have some more upside movement in the US dollar, which means that if you have assets that are correlated or tied to the USD, or let's say, or opposite the USD, like the British pound or the euro or something like that, that they will probably depress in value over the course of the day and maybe the next day. But once price hits the resistance level up here, roughly around the 99.02 area, I do expect prices to eventually start to rise against the dollar. But right now, the move is finally pushed the dollar higher, which is what we were expecting for over a month. So no new news there. But I'm just letting you know that the dollar is starting to approach the target price point that we were expecting over a month ago. All right, let me move on to the treasuries, 10-year treasuries. Let me see if we can pull that up real quick and see what that's looking like. So the yields obviously dropped because demand for fixed assets and safer assets actually went up over the weekend as well. And so what is that? TNX, I think it is. All right, we're going to find that TNX. There we go. The Treasury Yield. And we're going to look at and see what's going on there as well as far as price is concerned. So price actually, the yields dropped, and I think that at 4.06, if we get a close above there, then we're looking for yields to continue to rise over the coming weeks. But we obviously had a max demand level of 3.92. It didn't quite get there, so we're looking to see now price is still. Yields are still bearish. That's the best way to put it. So yields can continue to go down. But if price does close above that 4.06% yield today, that's a good indication that price may continue, that yields may start to go up again over the coming weeks. So we'll just keep an eye on that because it's pretty early. Now we're going to move out to Tesla really quickly. Tesla fell a little further, although we have a buy hypothesis on it. And so it's still legitimately a buy. Actually, maybe gave you a better area to enter than where I initially put my entry up at the 404 area. But if price does close below 385.77, we will reject that buy hypothesis and reassess our position. So we're still bullish on Tesla with a target of 456.42. All right, NVIDIA, the same thing. We were bullish on NVIDIA and prices at our buy hypothesis entry point that we set back in February. I think it was around the same time, February 17th or thereabouts. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the one that we set yesterday, coming into this morning, actually. So the buy hypothesis is 174.52. We have a stop out level of 164.29, and we have a target point of 198.78. So we're right at the sweet spot on NVIDIA and looking for that to rise in the coming weeks as well. All right, Bitcoin started to rise, is making some people happy, obviously, who have long positions in Bitcoin. And I'm really looking at this as a pullback from where we set on the 6th of February. Price is starting to approach that pullback point. We'll watch further after it gets there and decide what the next move would be if price starts to stall out and give us an opportunity to potentially short Bitcoin once again and make another run at it. All right, WTI crude, where we had a buy hypothesis over the weekend. Our buy hypothesis actually hit our take profit of 69.18, up from where we entered at 61.90 back in February 10th actually. So over a month ago, or roughly almost a month ago, we had a buy hypothesis on, and the market did give us profit from that. So we'll assess the pullback and look for other opportunities on the buy side if that sustains. All right. So our WTI crude oil order is complete, and we're moving on. All right. Gold hit our take profit target area as well. And the tricky thing about that is, as I mentioned, if you didn't get filled on this order, then you may be frustrated. I know that I didn't get filled on it, but I did have my hypothesis here. So now we're going to wait for price to pull back, reject off of this